Hey guys, this is Bill. The following is going to be a rant video. It might be a little brief or weird or so on and so forth. So I'm just letting you know ahead of time. This isn't going to be like my typical format. It's going to be a little different. So I want you to know ahead of time. That's all. Someone kindly tell me why it has been 8 years since an NCAA title has been released. At least NCAA football. Like, that's all we're going to focus on today because I'm going to give them the fucking courtesy of not spreading out my attack on different fronts. But can someone please tell me why on God's green earth it's 2022 and there is no collegiate football game? Like, is it really that expensive? In this day and age, like, is it really that unfeasible to just sit there and pay some college kids some money to use their name and likeness in a game? Not to pocket watch, but these people literally made $1.7 billion in 2021 after an off year. Of course, this is coming at a time in which the NCAA is being threatened on the basketball front by semi-pro basketball leagues from fucking LeVar Ball. It's just kind of ridiculous to say that sentence out loud. LeVar Ball and what he's done is incredible. I'm just saying that because it's pretty good for dramatic effect. But considering that they already understand that the concept of a semi-pro league is threatening the sport at a collegiate level, then why is the NCAA being slow to adapt on the football front? Like, obviously it isn't going to come at some point or another. Considering the amount of regurgitated Madden titles that have been put out in the last 5 or 6 years, it's kind of insane that they haven't at least tried to look back and try something different. On the topic of Madden 22, no, that stupid little game mode with the collegiate affiliates does not count. Why are we missing a collegiate football experience if we had one at the start of the 2000s? As a matter of fact, college football games have been around since 1993, so it makes no sense that we're going on almost a 30-year anniversary of them existing and they just managed to stop existing because the NCAA doesn't seem to find them profitable? Like, great, sure, I'm not majoring in economics, you could totally tell me that and I would totally believe you if I was a fucking dipshit. Video games are such a major front now and are becoming so mainstream and so popular that anybody would at least buy an NCAA game to try it out. And if you think that's unreasonable, just remember that they really did try to go back to basketball for 3 straight years with NBA Live 18 through 20, and even though they failed, they really did put forth the effort because they felt like it was worth their time. So why isn't NCAA football worth their time? I really do feel like this is all just a byproduct of the concept of game devs just not being able to appeal to everyone, which I really do feel like is just more of a recent problem nowadays. Like I mentioned in one of my previous videos, as video games get more popular, game devs are going to have a hard time trying to balance making the game casual friendly but not too easy for hardcore gamers to pick up and just stomp everyone out in. And I feel like Madden 22 is dealing with that issue right now, and maybe that's just probably why they have too much of their focus away from the football games and so on and so forth. But once again, I really do just hope that these game devs figure out how to make these games good or some shit, because this is the one time that we have to show everybody that video games are cool and game devs are just shit in the bed. Because games are finally mainstream and people don't think they make you violent and this and that, and everybody's playing video games and there's no cool video games coming out. It makes no sense. This has been Bill. I appreciate you guys for watching. You guys have a safe one and take care out there. Actually, matter of fact, stop that. What? Fuck EA. Why do they still have the IP for football and so on and so forth if they're not using it? They have the IP for ESPN, they have the IP for NFL, and they have the IP for the NCAA. And they're not using the motherfuckers. It makes no goddamn sense. I remember distinctively thinking this because in NCAA 14 they used the ESPN property and so on and so forth, and they had the ESPN presentation or whatever. It looked like real football. But then the Madden games after Madden 25 and so on, they really just fucking shit the bed with that. Like, they never used any of the ESPN likeness. And like, hello, ESPN, it's sports network. Like, hello, that's synonymous with sports. How are you not going to show ESPN if you own the fucking ability to use it? It just makes no sense that they're holding on to such a great opportunity and not using it at all, and they really just haven't used it for what looks like the better half of a decade. But really this time, this actually has been Bill, and that is all for me. You guys take care. Have a good one.